Welcome back to English Made Interesting. The poem An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum by Stephan Spender has been explained in the Part 1 video. In Part 2, I have included all the possible questions that will be useful for better understanding of the poem. Now, over to the questions. The tall girl with her head weighed down means the girl is ill and exhausted. The paper-seeming boy with rat's eyes means the boy is thin, hungry and weak. The stunted, unlucky hair of twisted bones means the boy has an inherited disability. His eyes live in a dream, a squirrel's game in the tree room. Other than this means the boy is distracted from the lesson. The children's faces are compared to rootless weeds. This means they are insecure. What do you think is the color of sour cream? Why do you think the poet has used this expression to describe the classroom walls? The color of the sour cream is pale yellow. The poet has used this expression to depict the poor and grim environment of the classroom. Instead of bringing cheer to the unhappy existence of children, these walls add to their misery and feeling of cheerlessness. The walls of the classroom are decorated with the pictures of Shakespeare, buildings with domes, world maps and beautiful valleys. How do these contrast with the world of these children? Shakespeare symbolizes the study of literature. Buildings with domes symbolize the power and wealth. World maps symbolize the world outside. Beautiful valleys refer to the nature's beauty and bounty. All these stand in sharp contrast with the dingy, dismal and gloomy atmosphere in which these slum children live. What does the poet want for the children of slums? The poet keenly desires these children to break the bonds of living a life of despair in the slum. They should not remain dejected, depressed and isolated from the rest of the world. How can the lives of these children be made to change? Their lives can be made to change by the officials who should come forward to educate the children properly, so that they are given the opportunities to experience the outside world through a better education. They should have the right to education, which will be the agent of change in their lives. The children should be able to enjoy the intrinsic beauty of nature and break down all barriers that confine them to such gloomy life. The slum children belong to a place called Tyroli's Valley in Austria. What do you understand by the expression rootless weeds? It means undernourished and withered. What has possibly weighed down the tall girl's head? It is because she is burdened about her misfortunes. Why the boy has been called the unlucky hare? He has inherited the disease from his father and so he is referred as the unlucky hare. Which word from the stanza means twisted? The word gnarled means twisted. Who is sitting in the back of the dim class? A sweet young boy is sitting in the back of the dim class. What does the word dim signify in the stanza? Classrooms are not properly lighted and the future of these children is bleak and it shows their helplessness. What does the expression sour cream walls denote? It denotes that the classroom walls were painted long ago. Why is that the Shakespeare's picture is of no use to the slum children? It is because they do not know who Shakespeare is. What is the significance of the Tyroli's Valley? A beautiful place full of flowers. Children are unaware of this beauty. It is in contrast to the sad conditions of the classroom. Which word in the stanza mean same as something given in charity, especially money? It is donation. What do these children have in reality? They have naturally beautiful surroundings in reality. Explain. Future is painted with a fog. Dark and uncertain, full of hopelessness and sufferings. What is the actual life of these slum children? Living in small cramped houses, they are emaciated and poverty-stricken. They suffer every day. What all things are a distant dream for these slum children? Beautiful natural surroundings, modern cities with all amenities and a bright future. What are the things that tempt these children? Picture of Shakespeare, pictures of sun, ships and love, and the picture of Tyroli's Valley. What does the expression cramped holes mean? It means dingy, congested shacks. It refers to the place where they live. What does the map represent? The map represents the world of the rich and the powerful. What is the physical condition of the children? The children are undernourished with no fat and have diseased bodies. Identify the literary device in Spectacles of Steel. It is metaphor. What does the image of mended glass like bottle bits suggest? A state of hopelessness and impoverished existence. What does the poet mean by blot their maps with slums? It means that the future of these children is blotted with gloom or misery. Explain slag heap. It means malnourished and slum children. What future awaits these children? Bleak future with no hope. Name the figure of speech used in the line with mended glass like bottle bits on stones. It is simile. Who can improve the lives of these slum children according to the poet? The governor, the teachers and the inspectors can improve the lives of these slum children. How can these people help the unfortunate children? By bridging the gap between the world of the rich and the educated with these children's world. By providing these children with good education so that they become aware of a better world with lot of opportunities. What does the use of the word catacomb suggest here? It suggests a near-death existence. What does the poet want for these children? The poet wants to break open the rich world full of opportunities, break the chains of ignorance and get them educated, give them a glimpse of the outside world away from the darkened and gloomy slums. What does the poet imagine for the slum children with the help of others? He imagines these children running freely on the golden sands to be absorbed in reading books and exploring the realm of knowledge. What do white and green leaves suggest you? It suggests a printed world as well as natural beauty. Which type of people can create history? The people with vision and hope, educated people with clarity of thoughts are those who can create history. What message does the poet want to convey through this poem? The poet wants to convey the message that educating the underprivileged can bring dynamic changes in their lives and also sensitivity towards the underprivileged. Which words or phrases in the poem shows that the slum children are suffering from acute malnutrition? The phrases are the hair torn around their pallor, paper seeming boy, words like stunted, unlucky hair of twisted bones, and where skins peep through by bones. How does the poet describe the classroom walls? The poet describes the classroom walls as pale yellow and dirty. Donated items have been put up on these walls. All these are in complete contrast with the world of these children. Why does the poet Stephan Spender say that the pictures and maps in the elementary school classroom are not meaningful? The pictures and maps that have been put up on the classroom walls are not useful because they depict the civilized world. The portrait of Shakespeare is useless because they will never read his works. The world shown in the map is not their world. Their world is confined to the walls of their classroom and the slum in which they live. So, these pictures and maps are not meaningful as far as these children are concerned. What changes does the poet want in the lives of these slum children? Stephan Spender wants a better life for the children of the slums. He wants the officials to help these poor children to come out of their miserable surroundings. He wishes that these children should be given education because education is the key to prosperity. What message does the poet convey through this poem? The poet conveys the message that he wants freedom from a life of hunger and misery for the poor children. He wishes that the children should be provided with quality education. They should be brought out from their filthy surroundings into the comforting lap of nature. Why is Shakespeare considered to be wicked for the slum children? The poet calls the portrait of Shakespeare wicked because it is meaningless for the children going to the slum school and there is no quality education in such schools. The children here would never learn about Shakespeare's works. Hope you find this video useful. Thanks for watching. Take care and stay safe.